Well, hey there everyone. So today I'm going to be doing Anastasia's evening gown from the movie Anastasia. I think it's 20th Century Fox, but Disney bought them out, so I think it might technically be Disney now. So yes, so I often go to Goodwill, obviously, and I had picked up this big hunk of blue velvet, and then at a separate time I also picked up a different giant hunk of material. It was just a load of like see-through blue sparkly material, and then together I was like, oh my gosh, this is Anastasia. So I'm going to be doing that this week. Let's see. Yeah, I've been a little worried to do this specifically on my body type, but we're gonna try it just for the heck of trying it because I got the material. It's hot. Yeah, looking at this dress, I've seen a couple ways that other people have done it where they do like the panels all the way around to give it that tight fit and then a little bit flowy at the bottom, but I think I'm going to try to do it the way that the cartoon has it, where it's literally, you know, a front panel and a back panel, and that's it. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to do like 3 mock-ups just to get the sizing right, because on a curvy gal, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get the measurements exactly right to fit on me. So we'll see how that goes. And then since there isn't a lot of I mean, it's literally like 2 panels sewn together and there's the dress. I'm probably not going to have a lot of footage, so what I'm going to do is probably show my hair and makeup process for this dress, just to use up some time, and it would be kind of cool just to show what I do. Likely just going to be the same makeup that I do regularly, because I'm not very great at makeup. And then just some crappy hair put up in a bun. So, and then for the accessories, I ordered gloves, like white elbow length gloves. I know it's not that hard to make it, I just didn't have the material to do it. So I just ordered some gloves, and then I ordered some cheap costume makeup where it's like a Thickums diamond choker necklace kind of thing that she kind of wears in the movie. And then I got some clip-on dangly earrings because I don't like actual earrings. So I got clip-ons. I think my ears are technically pierced, but I let them close up a long time ago. So yeah, apologies if there isn't that much footage to show, but I'm hoping the end result will be will be fine. Good enough. Either way, this will be a learning process for all of us. So let's do some showing. So for my pattern, I basically just took a sheet and I wrapped it around myself, and I kind of just drew out my shape, and it was basically just the 2 panels, so just really curvy panels for the waist and the hips, and that was pretty much it for the pattern. I wasn't able to make the dress as long as I wanted to because I did not have enough material, so this did not go as long as it should have, but it still worked out. This was super simple to put together, so I just put them right sides together. I did not French seam them because it would have been too thick, and it really didn't need it because this material doesn't really fray or anything. So I just did a regular seam, and I just put right sides together, and I sewed each of these sides. For the top seam, I basically just took the top of the front and the back pattern and I cut a strip of the shapes that each of the tops were so that they can match up. and I just sewed them like you would a bias tape. So the wrong side on the, or right sides together on the top, and then you would fold it over, and that gives you a nice flat seam. I did have to make the bias tape on the back a little bit lower than the top because it didn't line up. So once I put the bias tape on there and it folded over, it was all the right height. Once those were sewed, I just top stitched it to make it all nice and flat. For the zipper, I went into my ominously large bag of random zippers that I got from Goodwill, and I wanted to see which colors would match it the best out of what I had and which length would match it. And the only length that actually was okay was this random black one that was just a teensy bit longer than the rest of them. Then they all get shoved back in the bag, and I'm using this one. I did decide to add straps to this dress. I know that hers does not, but it fit me better with straps. So basically I'm just cutting out 2 little strips that I can fold and sew these straps out of. The last part of this dress was the cape, and so I took that material. It was just really long but not very wide, so what I ended up doing was folding it in half and then cutting it and then sewing those two side by side, so it gives me a less long and more wide cape. I know that her cape has buttons on the back, but I just was pretty much done at this point, so I just decided to tack it on the back and just back stitch it and forward stitch it like 5 times. And then the dress was done, and it's time for hair and makeup. Okay, my accessories have come in, so it is time to do my makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is prime. If it'll focus. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna prime with that. I usually just prime the, like, around my mouth area, because this is a hydrating primer. So, and I think it bothers my eyes if I put it too close to my eyes. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. For foundation, I'm using Glossier's Perfecting Skin Tint. Something like that. It's probably backwards. And I just put a couple good old streaks on my face. And I have a mirror over here, so I'm gonna be looking over here. And then I also go in with this Infallible Foundation there, just a couple dots around, because the Glossier is pretty light and the Infallible is quite thick, so I just like to do a little mix of both. Okay, now that I'm done up to look like a crazy person, trust the process. I actually use my hands to blend my foundation in. I feel like that just works better. So don't come for me if any of this is wrong. I know most of it probably is. Okay, now that I've done that, I use Ulta's Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. I find that this has the best coverage of any concealer that I have tried. So let me get my mirror closer to me. Okay. Just cover up a bit. And I don't do any under eye because I feel like that's just too much makeup for my eyes, and my eyes are very sensitive. So I pretty much just stick to some, you know, red spot acne cover up. Okay. And then next, I go in with the Wowder by Glossier. And one of these brush bad boys. And I just do a nice little layer around my face just to set it all. Now that that is all set, then I go in with Revolution Hydrate and Fix setting spray. And I probably spray way too much. Now that that's dry, I use a lot of Glossier. I go in with Glossier's Cloud Paint in the color Puff. Those are all probably very blurry, but since she's like kind of like a Disney princess, I usually like to do like very rosy cheeks around here, because they're all very rosy cheek people. And then maybe a little bit just right there on my nose. I think that's pretty solid. Now I do my brows, because as you see, I have none. This is Maybelline's Tattoo Studio. Very much blur. Do the beauty guru. That's fine. Okay. Just gonna brush these bad boys out. And I basically just put like a little bit on. And then I just blend it out with that brush again. Oh, that was a lot on that spot. One eyebrow is heftier than the other. And then I brush her out. And that kind of looks like an eyebrow. Now I do my lashes. If you're afraid of eyelash curlers, look away. My best friend used to think these were eyeball scoopers. So when she saw her sister using it, she was like, oh my god, you're scooping them eyeballs out. That wasn't too long ago either. Then I just use Almay in black because it's the gentlest on my sensitive eyes. And I know that Anastasia has like winged eyeliner, but I am god awful at winged eyeliner, so I'm not even going to attempt that. So we're gonna live with mascara. I think that's pretty even. Yeah. Okay, and then the last thing is lips. So I'm just gonna keep using the one I've used for like most of my final reveals. This is L'Oreal Paris in Cinnamon Toast. I don't use like a lip liner or anything because I'm bad at it, so I just kind of go for it. I think our lips are probably more pink, but I didn't feel like finding the rest of my lipstick, so this is what we're getting. Okay. That's pretty much done. Now I have to do the hair, which I'm not very confident in. I was successful in finding two bobby pins. One is regular, one is massive. Okay, her hair is like a swoopity doo. Kind of. Ow. Let's just fiddle with it until it does something. How do I get? I need to get like this needs to come down. I'm actually not great at buns, so this is not gonna go well. Oh yeah, we're doing great here. Sexy lady. Not great, let me tell ya. This is This is not going well. Okay. Reimagine. Well, yeah. And I'm so sorry. How do you do an actual bun? Cause it ain't that. Let's reimagine that whole look. Where are you? Okay. Maybe I'll just put it up and pull some hairs down. Maybe I'll do that. This is not going well. Oh, you know what? Did I kind of bun? Oh, my hair. Oh no. Kind of bunned, but now I have this weird looking thing. Dang it. Did it actually bun though? I don't. Did it? I can't. Oh god. Get back in your home. Who asked you? This is far too large. What do I have in mind? I have no bobby pins. What if I just heavily hairsprayed you down? Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's not it. How do people... Can I just shove you back? How do people do buns? She has a very prominent swoop. Where are you? Okay. Promise I'll stop making that joke now. I'm just gonna... Oop. What are you? Get back in line. Does that at all look like Anastasia? Whatever. You know, I think I can live with that. Let me just give her a spray. I think I can live with that. I think that's what we're getting. I think that's all that's gonna happen with that. Unless I just like mess with it some more. But I think that's as far as I'm going with that. So I'll see you in the reveal. Okay, I finished it. I think I'm quite happy with it. Before I was just kind of like meh about the whole thing, and then everyone else like hyped me up for it, so I think I am a lot happier with it than I was before. I think it fits fine. Yes, I know hers technically doesn't have sleeves, but I felt that it fit me better to have sleeves. Otherwise, the top was popping out. It wasn't really staying up. So I think the sleeves are great. It definitely all comes together with the accessories that I have. It just ties it all together. Yeah, I can manage a bun apparently, so my hair just gets the ponytail treatment, which is fine. Yeah, and I also am in love with the cape. It doesn't look as sparkly on camera, but it is pretty sparkly. You just have to like look at it up close. But you know, this is literally all thrifted except for the gloves and the jewelry. And so you get what you get, and I think that's a pretty good find for her dress. Yeah, so like 3 mock-ups later and some procrastinating because I was afraid to cut into this beautiful velvet, and then I got it. So it only took like a day-ish. Such a needy cat. It only took like a day, 2 days to finish. I didn't even hem the bottom because I didn't want it to be any shorter than it already was because I was limited with my material. But it doesn't really matter because this material doesn't really fray or anything. Cat hair. So this material doesn't really fray or anything, so I wasn't too worried about that. I was gonna pull out my heels, but they're in a box and I was too lazy to get them, so you just don't look at my feet. Yeah, so I hope you liked this video. I liked doing the little makeup tutorial, but the thing is I can't really do it for all of them because it's the same thing that I do for literally all my stuff. So if I change it up, then maybe I'll show it again, but for now this is what I'm doing. Hair is pretty atrocious, but you know what? We live with it. Yes, don't beep 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 beep. My little puka. Yeah. So, I hope you liked this. I'm very happy with how it looks, and I am happy to show what it looks like on a mid-size plus-size body because anyone could do it. Everyone is beautiful. They accept it. So, I hope you liked this. It definitely boosted my confidence just a bit. And all my friends and family helping me up as well helped. But so if you liked what I did, go ahead and like and subscribe because I'm planning on doing more character shows soon. I have things I want to do, so keep on coming because I'm doing them. Anywho, thank you for watching.